In case you didn't know, the 2022 IIHF World Junior Championship that originally was supposed to take place this past December and January was delayed to August. And players that were eligible for the original tournament will still be eligible for this event. So it is quite unusual in that leading up to the 2023 NHL draft, we will have two World Junior Championship events to watch some of these players. That being said, at this first one, which is the 2022 event, of course, most of these guys have already been drafted, as these rosters were mostly 2022 draft eligibles. That being said, these rosters are subject to change, but I do suspect most of the players that were on the original rosters will stay on the rosters for the final event. That being said, there are a few interesting names that are 2023 draft eligibles that you should be looking out for if you're planning on watching the 2022 World Junior Championships. From Team Austria, we have defenseman David Reinbacher. Now, Reinbacher, interestingly enough, does not even have the prospect eligible for tag on his elite prospects page, but he has put up pretty solid production in the second pro league, the second tier pro league in Switzerland this year, and he will be playing in the pro league, the national league in Sweden, this upcoming season. If he plays well and potentially plays well at these international events, including the 2022 World Junior Championship, he's definitely a guy that could potentially earn himself a draft pick. From Team Canada, of course, you have the one and only Connor Bedard. Now, he is the only 2023 draft eligible player that originally made the roster, but as the rosters are subject to change, there are definitely other guys that I could see making the team. Leading those guys is, of course, Adam Fantilli, a player that is projected to go either second or third overall in the 2023 NHL draft. To be honest, I would be a little bit surprised if Fantilli didn't make the team. There are other 2023 draft eligible guys that have an outside chance of making the team as well. Guys like Zach Benson and Braden Yeager, I think potentially could make the team. So Canada could be one of the more interesting teams to look for, especially with regards to 2023 draft eligible players. From Team Russia, they of course have Matvei Michkov. Like Bedard, he was the only 2023 draft eligible player who made the original Team Russia lineup. However, there are other Russian players that have a chance of making the roster. The guy that I think has the best chance is defenseman Mikhail Gulyayev. Gulyayev is one of the most high-profile defensemen available in the 2023 NHL draft. It would not surprise me at all if he made the Team Russia roster, especially considering the fact that he is playing in Russia, and as we know, Team Russia only really selects Russian players playing in Russia. So players playing overseas, like Daniil Gushin, for example, should have made the team, probably, but did not, and he will not be playing at this event in August. But that does potentially give a guy like Gulyayev a chance to make the team. From the United States, they did not have any players who actually made the original roster for the January event. However, I do think there is a chance that some 2023 draft eligibles make this team. Most notably are guys like Charlie Stramel and Gavin Brindley. I do suspect that a lot of the, well, not a lot of, but some of the guys who made the team will be participating in training camps, and their NHL teams will be wanting them to stay there. I know, for example, a guy like William Eklund, who of course will be on Team Sweden, the Sharks have actually given him permission to play for Team Sweden, so he will be missing part of the Sharks development camp. However, not every team is going to be so lenient, and there will probably be some American players that originally made the roster that will not be participating because of their responsibilities with their NHL clubs. So that does leave some space for guys like Charlie Schrammel and Gavin Brindley to make the team. Perhaps the most interesting team to watch, again in regards to 2023 draft eligibles, will be Slovakia. Now, they already had two 2023 draft eligibles on the original roster, being Maxim Sturbeck and Dalibor Dvorsky. Now, those are two pretty high profile guys, Dvorsky especially, and they will be definitely guys that I will be probably paying the most attention to come August. But there's also several other 2023 draft eligibles that could potentially make this team. Them being Andrei Molinar, Samuel Sisek, and Alex Chernik. I would not be surprised if any of those guys made the team, or potentially even all three of them. So Slovakia could be a team that has the most 2023 draft eligibles out of any team in the tournament. That being said, that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did believe it deserved a like, please do give it a like. It really helps me out. And if you want to stick around and watch another video, I will put one on screen for you now.